Hi everyone, this is Brian McInerney with the National Weather Service located in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is a water supply briefing and it's February of 2014. Let's take a look at our dominant January weather pattern. So what we're seeing with this, these are the winds at about 11,500 feet, and this high pressure ridge right here has been shunting all of the weather to the north, and it goes all the way up to the top of Alaska, and we see anything down south of Baja still not getting through. So you see the weather pattern has come up over the top of this ridge, and then it drops down to the southeast part of the country and then into the east coast. This is why the east coast has so much snow, so much storminess, and the Midwest, while the west has been shut out of any type of major storm activity. And it's because of this high pressure ridge that extends all the way from the top of Alaska south of Baja. If you look at a storm we had on February 2nd that brought snow to the area, we can see the ridge has moved out farther over the Pacific. It opens the door and allows flow to come down into our area here. This storm did well. It was nothing tremendous, but it did help us out. And if you look at the storm that we're seeing right now, February 6th, February 7th time frame, the ridge is out over the Pacific here, and we see this westerly flow moving in. I'd like to attract your attention to this feature here near the Hawaiian Islands, as this area is picking up lots of moisture with the jet as it comes through. It goes through the ridge and then westerly flow into our area, and this is the storm that we anticipate up to 4 inches of water in the Wasatch right now. Let's take a look at temperature and precipitation for the month. This is the daily mean temperature anomaly for January. Warmer colors indicate above normal temperature. Cooler colors indicate below average temperature, and you can see the country is split in two. Eastern part of the country is cooler, western part is warmer, and these are for the min temperatures. When we look at the max temperature, this is where we see California really starts jumping out as to temperatures that have been on average 10 to 13 degrees above normal, with some areas in the 13 to 16 degree range above normal. Utah, for the most part, has been maybe 1 to 3, 3 to 5 range, but it's been warmer during January. When we look at total precipitation anomaly for January, what we see is the desert southwest extending all the way to Texas and up north into California, somewhere in the range of 0 precipitation during January, or maybe 1 to 10%. Utah, for the most part, has been in the 50 to 90% range. Below average. We don't see anything above normal, but what we do see is Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana has had areas of above normal precipitation, and that's due to that high pressure ridge as it comes down over the top in a northward fashion has graced these areas, and they've done much better than we have. If we look at the total precip anomaly from November through January, what we see is Utah, for the most part, has been below average, 70 to 90% range, with some areas that are near normal, but we also see California with 0 or maybe 1 to 10% during these 3-month period. Let's take a look at snow now. This is the basin averages for each of these areas, and this does not take into account the snow we're going to get this weekend. So we'll start with the Bear, and we see it at 79% of normal. The Weber at 81% of normal, and this is percent median. Six Creeks at 68% of the median. Provo River at 64% of the median. The Duchesne at 74%, and we're in the navy blue color. The Upper Green at 100%, as we saw there. Weather coming out of the north up over the ridge favors the Upper Green and the Colorado. And then we see the Lake Powell group at 96% of normal, doing much better than they did last year. The Sevier at 76% of normal, and then the Virgin at 73% of normal. So now let's take a look at water supply, and we'll look at the Great and Colorado Basin overview, and we'll zoom into these areas, and we can see just where they are. The colorizations indicate cooler colors above normal, warmer colors below normal, And the thing that jumps out us right away is that the upper headwaters of the Colorado River Basin doing quite well in the 110 to 129%, with most of eastern Utah in the upper green somewhere around normal, 100 to 109% of normal. But we also see the Weber, the Six Creeks, Provo, Utah Lake, the Sevier, and down into the Virgin, way below normal. Things not looking good there. Brian McInerney, the hydrologist with the National Weather Service. I'm located at the Salt Lake City Airport. There's my phone number. There's my email. If I can give you any more weather or hydrologic information, please give me a call or drop me an email, and we'll go from there. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. Thank you.